Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Mr. JP, the game is out of awe. This is the weekly Walkabout, and the first thing is a big thank you to all the people who are subscribed and watching my videos. Can't thank you enough. Real big thank you to the people actually getting involved and commenting. Your input is more than welcome. Let me know if there's things that you want to see, or if I've done something wrong, please let me know, because I'm all about continual improvement. If you've got criticism, as long as it's constructive and you've got an idea to improve my performance, put it down, totally. Always one for a bit of positivity, me. The internet's a horrible place, and we should all make it a bit happier. From what I've seen just on Discord and Steam, there's a lot of people who are quick to complain, but they're not quick to research the fix, because the answers are out there. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. It's crazy actually. I'm really surprised at how many people are watching the videos. So yeah, sorry, I'm running around aimlessly on the weekly Walkabout. Been doing some vehicle purchasing and stuff. You're probably seeing my cash slowly grinding downwards. It's because the last week or so I've just been doing research and stuff, playing with machinery. I haven't really been doing any mining. So yeah, we've all seen the fuel truck. We've all seen this digger that I still haven't used. It's just sat there. I bought the excavator trailer because I'm going to experiment with moving tools and stuff around in it. I bought this thing, which is the 302 model, because I was wondering how it was different to the 301 and the 501. It's got a tow hitch, so that's going to be supporting my excavator activities at the moment. So yeah, over on this side of the hill over here, I really must get up to that place at some point. I don't think I've even been up there. Yeah, so over on this side of the hill, nothing much has changed. I am actually thinking about machinery and expansion over here, and then we'll see how it goes, because all of my machinery is experimental. Don't copy anything I'm doing at the moment. It's all experimental. When we get to the point where I know what I'm doing and how to build something cool, I will let you know in a video that's titled "Copy This" or something stupid, But I think things are going to change. There's other people out there writing game guides. It's not something that fascinates me. I don't mind dropping you guys a few hints verbally in these videos. But as for actually writing game guides, maybe I'll get round to it. I prefer playing them, ripping them apart, and telling the developer exactly how to improve it. That's what I do, fault finding and analysis. So yeah, in the last week or so, I tell a lie, I have been a little bit busy. So starting from here, we've got the standard sort of south road that's running out there, and that is actually nearly complete. It just needs a bit of smoothing and stuff, and it's there. This is the waste ejection from the current machinery. It's all a bit messy down here. I'm going to smooth as I'm running around. It's a good habit to get into. We've got the little Cheriton here. This is the smaller dozer anyway, and it's just being used to move this pile of waste material down this hill slowly, and then I'm going to dig it out and sort of use it for a road build that's going on down here. Maybe I should slow down my mouse speed so that I don't make you guys feel sick. Sorry about that. I have no problems with high-speed, jerky sort of viewpoints. My eyes sort of break up the imagery into stills anyway for my brain, so it's kind of handy when the action gets busy on a high-speed game with lots of flashy, because I can just analyse in a split second and see the targets, which is lovely. So yeah, this road here is what a little bit of a project really. It needs a bit of backfilling in this area, and it's going to hug this hillside down through here, cut along the bottom of this seam here, go across the valley there. You'll see the seams all over the place down here, they're everywhere. And then across there, straight across that flat area, and I'm going to cut my way straight up that ridge line to that build over there. So we get a nice drive over there for, a bit of viewing. I suppose I could take the fuel truck out. So yeah, having run down here, we'll use this Cheriton 500 as a waypoint to navigate around by. There we go, sorry about the engine noise there. If you turned up my vocals, hopefully the vocals are a bit louder now. I had a look in my settings and stuff. I actually had to learn how to do this, so I definitely didn't adjust this before. Turns out Windows had the recording for the mic on 10%. lovely of it. So yeah, over here we've got my old processing machine that I was experimenting with. I've ripped most of it out. It's just a jaw crusher at the moment. Got a dumper under the jaw crusher just to show you how it tips out. And underneath there's a hole. I'm going to be digging that out a bit more and doing an experiment under there at some point in the near future. Up here we've got another excavator. I think that's 530 by memory. Just check, make sure I'm telling you the right things. Yeah, I've got both 530 excavators, so yeah. So yeah, you got the hopper, there's a transport there, another hopper there, straight to the jaw crusher. You can use a jaw crusher as a valve by turning it off and on for loading as well, which is why I've got it rigged up like that. But that all needs a little bit of adjustment. I'm going to move it all downwards a little so that this hopper doesn't stick up anymore. So this is the good stuff out from the sorter. It's just tipping out in piles. This appears to be just rock. This texturing. This is a coal texturing, just so because I've been, trying to translate what textures to what, and yeah. So, and in here I've been getting this pink texture appearing, but on the pile there's some. I don't quite get where it's come from. This bit definitely wasn't. This bit could have been piled up and drawn up from the ground, but this bit definitely appears to have thrown some soil through this conveyor, and I don't get how it would have got in there. So, in conclusion, it might be worth running 2 or 3 of these in series and see what happens. I don't know. That's another experiment for another day. Might happen when I start taking out this chunk of material here. Because everybody knows about my platinum seam here, or the platinum seam, not mine, because it's in everybody's map. And there's a lithium seam here. Obviously this is the other end of my machine with a hopper. If you've seen my previous videos, you've seen what I've been doing over here. I've been bullying with the bulldozers, and yeah, it's quite effective. I've probably spent a few hours in this hole with bulldozers messing around, learning how to manually use the blades. I recommend it. It really helps getting them to cut into virgin territory, and if you're cutting sort of on hills and stuff, it gives you that little bit more control. So I started experimenting with a bit of step mining with the bulldozers here, but I think it's time to get in with a loader, because I'm pretty sure this is where that rich stuff is coming from. This is in this golden sort of coloured pay dirt. So yeah, up this ramp type affair, which is where the bulldozer has just been pushing material down the hill, we're into the coal seam territory. So we've got a coal seam here, and another one there, another one there. And so this area here is the reason for taking this chunk out here. And how big a chunk do you guys take with your surface mining? That's the question. Like, how big are you going, really? Around the top here, that's another coal seam. And I don't think there's any seams in this area at all. So this might become a new waste pile. We shall see. Because this hollow here is also empty. I'll have a dig in under this edge, because that looks like nice pay dirt there. So yeah, there'll be some experiments over here. This is the which loader is that? 301. This is the 301 smaller loader with the smoother bucket. It doesn't destroy as much material, better for loading, gives you a better finish, easier to level and cut, that kind of thing. From what I've seen of my experiments, the ones with the toothed buckets really eat the dirt, like they destroy stuff, but they also get you through it really fast. And there's this big seam up here, which is another mine that I'm going to open up, which is why obviously I built this big ramp here. That was also an experiment with dozing material into a hole, because there's seams all around the top here, and I know that one there is lithium, that one there's lithium. So the top of the hill is covered in lithium, basically, so you want to start ripping that out. And as you come down the hill, I'm going to be ripping out most of this hill, I think, internally, even if I don't do it externally, because this is a lithium seam, and also this bit here, this darkness that I've sort of buried with the road edge, that is also a lithium seam. So at some point we're going to be going in this hill at the top, taking it all out, in at this seam, taking it out, and going into the hill to take out the rest, because this is all level with sort of down here, and so any material coming out is going to have to go up to be sorted. So yeah, we're going to be... I think machines should be classed as mobile. I don't think fixed buildings, unless you're role-playing or got a serious use for it. So yeah, and then I'm going to go in at the portal here to get into the bottom of this seam, and then after that, that road that's going down the hill, we'll turn back on ourselves, we'll come back into the hill this way, because there's another seam down there. We'll just go seam to seam through the hill underground, I think, judging by the looks of how that's laid out. That's a long-term project though, and so we'll take a quick run out here along the road just to show off the last bit of it. You can see how I've been cutting sort of an edge in and then backfilling the other side to level it up. Here we've got another spur road that I'm starting to build. There's a seam just there, but I don't know the idea of what's in that. This road is going to hug this wall, so it's a mountain road build really, because there's this nice plateau above it. There's plenty of seams and stuff in here. Going to need access, so we're going to come maybe downhill a little along there, but not too much, because I want access to the top of this plateau. To be fair, no, I will probably start dropping it down the hill, but not as steeply as the other road goes, because I've just got this funny feeling. I haven't got out here with the excavator yet to check out these seams, but people are saying they can't find the high-rich ores, and they're only finding certain ores and stuff, and it's probably because we're not deep enough. I don't think I'm deep enough. So as you can see, this terrain is pretty extreme around here. It gets a bit crazy, but there is what... I don't know if there's hidden things to find in these maps as well, so but that looks like an interesting texture over there. Either way, this whole area interests me around this corner for reasons that I can't explain. Like, I get weird intuitions in games, and then eventually, like in multiplayer games, I'll follow one of them and my mates will be like, yeah, what the hell are you doing? You're messing around, and I'll suddenly discover something crazy that's really cool. And part of the game, you know, you could have Googled it, but they're like, how did you figure that out? How did you get that achievement? I'm like, it was an accident. I play chess sometimes against a friend, and I'll say check, and he'll go, no, that's checkmate. And I'll be like, what? And I just wouldn't have seen it. It just happens. Like, believe me, it's all cool being really smart and really talented and stuff, but I don't have the talent. I'm just really smart, and I've got no drive. So what ends up happening is you have moments that other people would call genius, and to you it's just like, oh, that happened. Whoa. Huh? Okay, I'll figure out what happened there in a bit. Why did that work right? You know, you just don't know why. I used to do maths at school, and the teachers would go nuts because I didn't do my working out. I just knew the answer. I couldn't explain why. But yeah, that ridge up there is interesting as well, with that mountain above it. So either one of the roads from over here could end up over there. So yeah, there's a lot of material out this way, and it's a nice easy route. If you want to build a map and you haven't got too much time, you can bulldoze that road out without ever mining anything. But the 40k overhead on the 3 million loan that's down at the bottom of the list, that's probably the one that you want if you're doing that, because it means you can just dig out the tops of the veins and survive for a few days without actually losing any money. So yeah, I mean, plans for the future, I need to do some proper mining. Like I've cut this thing out, and I haven't really gone down at all on this side at the moment. The other side is coming down now. I think I'm going to trench all the way through here with an excavator and put some hopper at this end, dropping downhill into a conveyor channel that way, so I can bulldoze everything from there into it without covering these seams over again. And I might well ditch across the front here. We'll see. We'll see. As I say, there are plans for the future. There are all sorts. The machine might actually get moved over there. And I do intend to build a machine that chucks out straight into the Grizzly, because everyone is. If nothing else, to test the lag. Because apparently they fixed the lag when it was dumping in, because I was dumping in and it was taking 5 to 10 seconds for a second of gameplay when it was bad, but all the updates say that they fixed it, and no one's moaning about it still in the Discord and the game, so I reckon they've fixed it, and Christian's actually really good at this developer stuff. Like, big up to NMC and Christian, everyone who's helping him. Big thank you to those guys. Um, we'll be expanding down this side of the hill at some point as well. But yeah, big thanks to the developers, anyone who's helped Christian and NMC. Big thanks to all the people who have supported the game by buying it. I mean, geez, guys, like, it's a gamble on development games, and it's nice to see a few people out there willing to take a risk on someone else's efforts. Thanks to all the people who are watching this. I hope you've enjoyed the weekly update, and I hope to show some more progress very soon. So have a great Sunday, and enjoy your next week. Hopefully you'll be seeing some more crazy, exciting stuff from Mr. JP. Let me know what you want to see. If there's anything you want to see, anything you need explaining in the game, just leave a comment. I do get back to you. I don't have much else to do, so, you know. And let me know if there's any other games you want to see. Like, if you want me to change game to, say, 7 Days to Die, or if you want to see me playing some Space Engineers. I've got a game called Armed Conflict a friend of mine bought me that needs playing. We're planning some multiplayer of that. Let me know if you want to see some of that, because I need to start playing it. Farm Sim, if you want to see me do some farming, or what I do in those games. I also play Elite Dangerous, which is a very boring game, and I haven't played it in years, so I'll probably get killed again and again and lose lots of money. It depends what you want to see. Let me know what you think of the 30-second clips that I'm putting up for the funnies when I screw up with vehicles. Yeah, just generally, you know, get involved. Let's start something. Some kind of wave in the gaming community for some games that aren't just cutesy, cartoony repeats of the same dross. The Call of Duty machine, the grind. Not that I can say anything. This game is grind, but, you know. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me in the last couple of weeks. The response has been unbelievable, considering a mate just told me to start making YouTube videos of my gaming. So, thanks, guys. Thanks to that friend. Thanks to my subscribers, viewers, everybody. And yeah, if you haven't bought the game yet, I recommend it. Get involved. This is Mr. JP, signing off for the moment. Catch you later on.